We are in the Frederick Elks Lodge here right off Route 70 up Western Maryland, MCW Winter Blast in beautiful Frederick, Maryland.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the MCW Tag Team Championship.
First of 4 title bouts.
Oh, hold on one second. I'm sorry, Tara.
Phil's finally going to do it. Finally going to go for one of the titles, maybe. Never a good sign when we see our general manager, Phil Stamper.
Especially right before a title bout.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's so great to see you here in Frederick. First, thank you for being here. As your general manager, though, I do have an announcement about the MCW Tag Team Championships. But to do it properly, I need to bring out the MCW Tag Team Champions, Ryan and Ronnie, the Zukkos.
The Zukkos father and son tag team won those tag team titles at MCW Seasons Beatings. And look, we hear the rumors. We probably hear them before anybody, Reggie. And the word around the street is, as you see that right hand of Ronnie Zukko, he's been trying to keep it close to the vest, so to speak, but word on the street is things may be a little more dire than he has portrayed publicly.
Well, it definitely didn't help at our last event in Galena. Joseph Keeves, the heavyweight champion, assaulting that wrist, that injury from Ronnie Zukko. The fact that Phil's out here calling out the tag champs, as you mentioned, probably not the best sign.
Ronnie. So, as many of you can see, of course, Ronnie, about 3 weeks ago, had an injury during a match with the Devil's Business, where unfortunately you broke your wrist. And man, I need to tell you, I've done everything I can. I had a conversation with the commission. I talked to them about your injury, and you're not going to be cleared to compete. But there's more to it. You see, you've not competed now for a few weeks, and you're under a contract where you have to defend that championship within so much time, and today was the last opportunity to defend these championships. I'm sorry, you're going to have to vacate the MCW Tag Team Championship.
Mind you, this bout between Devil's Business and the Zukko has been 3 months in the making here. Ever since Amara Boyd turned on the Zukkos and introduced us to the Devil's Business.
Back in Galena, she picked her spot. She demanded that tag title shot here in Frederick.
Knowing full well the severity of Ronnie's injury, I believe, or at least speculating correctly. I don't know what kind of counsel Papa Zukko has given his son, telling him to give up the belts, give up the championships. I mean, we've seen what the Devil's Business can do. This is the wise maneuver. Maybe not the cool decision, the wise one.
I'll defend these titles tonight. I'm my father's son! You're damn right I'm crazy! I'm defending these titles tonight, Phil, 2-on-1. You're gonna... Are you sure about this?
Yeah, probably not the wisest move, Ryan.
I'm defending these tonight!
You know what I'm thinking? We saw... hold on one sec. I'll get to that.
You know what? I want to agree. It's going to be 2-on-1 where you're defending these tag team championships. But Ronnie, you cannot be involved at all. You are not cleared, and I cannot be held responsible if anything happens to you. And MCW cannot be held responsible if anything happens to you. That's fine. That's fine. You agree? Yeah. It's on. All right. It's on.
I guess it's going down 2-on-1. Before I started talking and then told myself to shut up, I think Ryan Zukko is coming off a high, off an adrenaline from that Galena street fight. And if you're asking yourself, how the hell was Ronnie involved in that street fight? Can't be involved tonight. That street fight was unsanctioned.
I'm going to talk about him coming off a high from the street fight. I mean, he's still on a high from just winning those MCW Tag Team Championships. He said it was such a special moment. He definitely doesn't want to forfeit the titles, especially to these three monsters.
Introducing the challengers, being accompanied to the ring by Amara Void, weighing in at a combined weight of 565 pounds. A.K. Bane and Clay Jacobs, the Devil's Business.
That's a sight. Amara Void, a young lady, leading the charge of Clay Jacobs, as you see there, the red hair and beard. A.K. Bane, his partner, shirtless. Look at the eyes, look at the daggers Ronnie Zukko staring through Amara Void. What the hell is Jacobs looking at?
Probably looking at his next prey.
If you were maybe looking for some sportsmanship, if you were perhaps maybe looking for some mercy, or for the Devil's Business to, quote, do the right thing and won a competitive match on the level, you have not been introduced to the Devil's Business, not properly at least.
And Ryan definitely needs to be aware. Well, that's kind of disturbing when you're facing off those two.
Yeah, well, that's how we get ready for the broadcast, right, Ricky?
Sure, yeah. Let the MCW fans think we're tough like that. We're crazy, like Ryan is.
Yeah,
going at this 2-on-1.
I was going to say, the Devil's Business sure is crazy, but I think, crazy don't know it's crazy. Oh! And Ryan Zukko.
I don't know. Ryan said, are you insane? Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're going to be dumb, you damn sure better be tough.
Yeah, Ryan definitely needs to be aware. I mean, it was back at Season Beatings that these two dismantled both the Zukkos and the Hype. 4 men. And now Ryan's going at it alone.
What a haymaker there out of the big man, Clay Jacobs, who bears such a resemblance in form and function to the late, great Bam Bam Bigelow. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Jesus.
And you saw, he actually is enjoying that Ronnie Zukko is being forced to watch this.
Oh, wow. That was weird. It's funny. It's not funny, but it's peculiar. You tell half the story there because, yes, the Devil's Business did dismantle the Zukkos right after they won the tag titles from the Hype. But let us not forget, first blood was drawn by the woman that used to be in the corner of the Zukkos, who is now in the corner of the Devil's Business in Amara Void. I mean, it felt like a coup. It felt like she'd been planning this for God knows how long.
And that's the thing. She was the one who actually helped the Zukkos actually gain their dream of becoming the MCW Tag Team Champions, and now she could be instrumental in helping take it away.
How sick is that as you see the clubbing forearm like a tree trunk coming across the torso of Zukko, head is turned to the side on the cover. How sick is that to build two people up, to a father and son, to build them up to a dream position just so you can pull the rug out and see them crumble. What's that line from Batman? Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yep.
Zukko, man, he's double tough, is this young guy. Had some real battles. Some, for a young guy, some classics.
Oh,
back elbow.
Yeah, we saw back in Galena. He took the heavyweight champion to the limit.
Shooting the half. Clay Jacobs on top. Leg is fish hooked.
But he may be taken to his limit here against these two monsters in A.K. Bane and Clay Jacobs.
Yeah, some guys, they just, I don't want to say they have a death wish, but some people are like, they ride the motorcycles fast with no helmet. They jump out of perfectly good planes. They do motocross. And they take on two absolute sociopathic demons.
Oh!
Spine buster.
Torque on that spine buster as well.
The cover. I mean, well, now we see Zukko, that adrenaline starting to pump, but he was just barely able to inch that shoulder off the canvas. Ronnie, the father, having to watch his son be brutalized.
You want to talk about being brutalized? Look at these tags that the A.K. Bane and Clay Jacobs keep dishing out to each other. I think they enjoy the pain. Oh, I don't know if A.K. Bane enjoyed that, though. DDT from Ryan.
And this is the moment where usually your tag team partner would have his hand outstretched, and you'd be able to make the tag.
Yeah, looking to get some reprieve, but Ryan going at it alone, taking the fight to two monsters.
And you got to think Ryan Zukko's just thinking, I want to keep those titles till my father recovers so we can get back to tag team competition. He's trying to buy his time is what he's trying to do. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but that time may be cut short.
Hold on now, though. You don't ever want to count out the son of... Shoulder tackle from the second with authority.
Yeah, but barely took Clay Jacobs off of his feet. But if this is the moment Ryan needs to take it.
Yeah. That window is just cracked. And it ain't going to present itself again. Snatched him out of midair, did A.K. Bane. Oh, no. What is this?
Oh! Just sandwich him between the two.
Like a trash compactor. They're being caught in one.
Oh, and that boss man slam.
Is there a more impressive maneuver executed with more authority in all of professional wrestling?
Oh, we may see it right here. We saw this back at Seasons Beatings.
He's winning by the windpipe.
Double choke slam. And Bren, we have new champs.
Here are your winners and new MCW Tag Team Champions, the Devil's Business!
And Brent, with these two as champs, I don't see a lot of tag teams lining up for a shot.
Unfortunately, the fate of the Zukkos was already etched in blood the second that Ronnie was forced out of this tag team equation. But it matters not as you see that sick, twisted demon woman, Amara Void, smiling as she is the proud new charge of our MCW Tag Team Champs. They are the devil and they are here to do the devil's business.